Hi. Okay, I'm gonna try this as a live stream outside. It's kind of cool, but not too cool. I know Elena would like to take part, but she's resting on the sofa just inside with Zeke. And, okay. I like to empty my pockets before I start, so I'm gonna do that right here. There we go. Sorry. Improvised setting today. So, hi. Got 2 songs in mind, and 5 ghazals, 5 more ghazals. And then, by the way, it is, what time is it? It's, oh my God, it's 3:47 p.m. on Saturday, April 4, 2020. And these are 2 of my songs. This one is about estrangement. And it can be anyone you love. You know, it can be a lover, it can be a child, it can be, these days it can be someone close to you, a spouse maybe who's in the hospital with this virus and you can't be there. They can't be with you. Anyway, it's called If You Truly Hear. If you truly hear an answer prayers, answer this one. Let it fly into my loved one's heart. Kiss her goodnight for me. Touch her face and stroke her hair for me. Kiss her sweet lips for me, Lord, my sweet Lord. And as she flies off into her dreams, hold her hand too. Whisper sweetly in her ears and let her know that my love will never hurt her. My love will always be with her, nearer to her than her very breath, her tender breath. Fly with her, Lord, fly with her for me, high above her fears, high above her confusion and loss, high above her tears, high above the concrete and clay that would limit her heart's freedom to live and laugh and love and sing and finally to rest calmly and securely in the certain knowledge that she is truly loved. Then after comforting her, return with her to me like a bird in flight, returning to its nest. If you truly hear and answer prayers, answer this one. Let it fly into my loved one's heart. Kiss her goodnight for me. Touch her face and stroke her hair for me. Kiss her sweet lips for me, Lord, my sweet Lord. Hear my prayer, oh man. Hear my prayer. This next one was written, I guess, around 1996. I was listening to the radio and Sting's, I think then, new song came out about about estrangement and separation from his children. It was, and he gets to see them on the weekends only. And the chorus is, I'm so happy I just can't stop crying. And it moved me. And I had my own situation that was a few years old, and I had kind of gotten past it. But somehow all those feelings just came bursting through when I heard that song. And it's called Vesuvius Blue, B-L-U-E. But of course it's also B-L-E-W. Take that again. Vesuvius erupted this morning unexpectedly. After months of best behavior, splattering lava in the surrounding sound. Not fiery red, but crystal blue, with memories of you, Vesuvius Blue. Was it the news of all those lovers in searing separation's flame? Or Sting's repeating melody and insistent false refrain in tribute to the living slain? Each outburst birthed a world of beauty. Creation is the lover's duty. Each outburst birthed the world of beauty. Creation is the lover's duty. Vesuvius Blue, with thoughts of you. Truly unexpected. After all these years I never knew the fire still hidden in the earth of me, and how unpredictably abrupt. Vesuvius Blue, with thoughts of you. Each outburst birthed the world of beauty. Creation is the lover's duty. Each outburst birthed the world of beauty. Creation is the lover's duty. Vesuvius Blue, with thoughts of you. Truly unexpected. After all these years I never knew the fire's still hidden in the earth of me, and how unpredictably abrupt. Vesuvius Blue, with thoughts of you. 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 Vesuvius Blue. And I forgot to mention that around the same time there had been a major airlines crash into the waters. I believe it was by Long Island Sound. And so that allusion to the lovers in searing separation's flame, the news of all those lovers. Okay, I've got my book. I'm kind of on the downside emotionally of this coronavirus cycle today. But I think we're all having them, the downs and the feeling okay. This morning I thought it was just wonderful that I opened the window, and instead of rushes of traffic on the street, hurrying to get to where they have to go. It was like we were living out in the country. It's just beautiful stillness and beauty. And even now, there are just a few people occasionally passing by, but it's so still. And yet now I'm feeling kind of on the downside of it. I think we're all going through a lot of ups and downs lately, I'm guessing. Some really high and some really low, too. This was not so low, but low enough. Okay, so this is ghazal number 21 from my book, 424 Ways to Find Your Lover. And of course, as I've said before, yes, it's an allusion to Paul Simon's 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, but it's a collection of 424 ghazals, little poem houses. And the theme that connects them is some aspect of finding the divine lover of the divine beloved within oneself. Anyway, this one starts off talking about Santo Loquasto. I just loved that name. I'm not sure if he's still alive. He was a set designer. I saw King Lear with James Earl Jones in Central Park, and another Shakespeare play with Raoul Juliet and Meryl Streep. As You Like It, with my friend's father actually playing the same role that Shakespeare played. Anyway, Santo Loquasto was the set designer, and his sets were magnificent. But really, I just loved the sound of his name when I wrote this. So this is called Santo Loquasto. Santo Loquasto, the garrulous set. Oh, by the way, as far as I know, he's still alive. I say that he died, but that was just for the poem, you know? The artist has license. Santo Loquasto, ghazal number 21. Santo Loquasto, the garrulous set designer, died today, but only after completing one last project for my play. With vision, skilled carpentry, flashes of color, and fine design, he changed a world that was quite dark to a well-lit land that's just fine. All these years, without my knowing, I've had at my disposal the creative skills of the very best magicians in the whole wide world. What he did for Raoul and Meryl and James Earl Jones, he can do for me. Now that he's on the other side, his talents are completely set free. Unlike the cadaver of flesh and blood whose bones all crumble, returning to clay, the vision of creative fire goes on to light another day. For such great souls, dying is not an end, but a transition. So I use the term as a figure of speech, not as derision. My Santo Loquasto is not a garrulous man who lives and breathes in form, but the inner set designer who stages my life all cozy and warm. I'll read that again. My Santo Loquasto is not a garrulous man who lives and breathes in form, but the inner set designer who stages my life all cozy and warm. Santo Loquasto. This next one, and as I've also said, most of these I've never read aloud, and hardly read to myself after. This one, so I don't know what's coming up next. This ghazal number 22, A Silly Walk Through a Land of Peace. Costa Rica is the land of peace in the imagination of my mind. For John Travolta, it was Greece, a place without a daily grind. When Jason sought the golden fleece, it was that shore he hoped to find. And when Mr. Hinckley shot John Meese, to that fair land he was quite blind. For Tony Soprano, it was ducks and geese. By a pool he learned he could be kind. And Paul McCartney was très felice with Ma Michelle on a long and winding road. But with silly walks, John Cleese released us all from the daily grind. A silly walk to a land of peace. Okay. Ghazal 23, infrastructure. Just see how my creative juices keep on flowing, while behind the veil, a team of galley men are rowing. My flights of fancy are directed by God within, but a team of grunts and technicians put that engine in. As architect, I praise the vision that frees my soul, yet it could not happen without the men who did the whole. I do not speak of labor here, but logical precision, the flawless, seamless plumbing behind the surgeon's fine incision. The ancient Krell knew it well, tapping into personal power through elaborate infrastructure maintained by the moment and hour. A shoddy piece of logic here can put all life in danger. The China syndrome teaches this, and so I honor the faceless stranger. Oh, secret aspect of my mind, precise, rational, down to earth. Without your firm foundation, my creative artist could never give birth. No. It's called infrastructure. I like that. Okay, these two I've clearly read publicly because I made some editorial changes that I thought would make it sound a bit better in front of a mic. So I'll read it with the changes. Slight, but good changes. Number 24, Van Gogh's Purple Clouds. Van Gogh's purple clouds swirl across my inner sky. Standing in a field of wheat, I see them whirling, oh so high, so very high. And have you ever seen wheat so yellow? Nor have I. I guess it takes the artist's eye. But what if the artist has troubles, mate? Then what kind of world will he create? For the artist, trouble means losing touch with the divine eye that sees so much. Instead of simply changing the norm, that eye reveals the sun within the storm. Purple passions must subside, like a dust storm or the high tide. But this light that crashes upon life's shore, when the eye is clear, reveals so much more. That's Van Gogh's Purple Clouds. And finally, I think this is going to be a brief one today. This is number 25. It's called This Narrow Lane. As I walk down this narrow lane, I see replicas of healing, a finely crafted wooden apothecary jar carved with feeling. Smooth cobblestones make window shopping pleasant enough on this antique street in affluent London. Perfect scene for a film buff. Well-appointed dark wooden storefronts in the evening air, and the sky is crisp and crackly, with light in darkness everywhere. Why would anyone want to leave this place? Why wander? Isn't it lovely here? Why break this spell asunder? To go back to a world that needs so much commuting? What a sentence to endure. For what exactly are you recruiting? I would commute to a place of healing where all is well. But such a place is here and now, so no commuting. And that's just as well, and that's just swell. I'll repeat that. I would commute to a place of healing where all is well. But such a place is here and now, so no commuting. And that's just swell. And yet, somehow, I leave these musings feeling clumsy and incomplete. How to make an easy decision with two right shows. And yet somehow I leave these musings feeling clumsy and incomplete. How to make an easy decision with two right shoes on 2 left feet. Now that's called this narrow lane. I was trying to speak loud above the passing airplanes. Lost my way. Better than being on those airplanes wherever they're going right now. And I remembered reading this, that picture of that ancient affluent London town was in a dream I had, with all these apothecary bottles. Okay. So that's it today. For my astrological sense of things, I'm just going to check and see. It is 4:07 p.m. and I'm going to come back there to see who's listening, who's watching. Oh, look. Hi, Shane. Hey, Robert. Who else, if I can see? Les, welcome. Sandy, welcome. Well, thanks for being with me, and I'll see you again, God willing, tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now.